My dad said, skip your anniversary trip. We need rent money. My husband and I sent $5,000 days later. We saw them posting selfies from a luxury vacation, but what me and my husband did next left everyone speechless. My dad called on a Tuesday night while my husband and I were packing for our 5th anniversary trip to the coast. We'd been saving for over a year, skipping coffee, eating at home, putting every spare dollar into an envelope in the kitchen drawer. The trip was our first real vacation since the honeymoon. I hate to ask this, my dad started, and my stomach already knew where it was going. Your stepmom and I are 3 months behind on rent. If we don't come up with $5,000 by Friday, we're getting evicted. I looked at my husband across the suitcase. He heard everything through the speaker. My dad's voice cracked. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't life or death. I thought about him driving 4 hours in a snowstorm to pick me up from a party when I was 16. I thought about him working doubles so I could play softball. He wasn't perfect, but he was my dad. My husband squeezed my hand and nodded. We canceled the trip that night, lost the deposit on the rental house, and couldn't get refunds on the restaurants. 2 days later, we wired $5,000, every single dollar we'd saved. My dad texted back a prayer hands emoji and God bless you both. No phone call, no real thank you, just an emoji. I told myself he was embarrassed. People act weird when they owe you money. 3 weeks of silence. Then my cousin Bridget tagged my stepmom in a Facebook photo. I clicked casually and felt the air leave my body. My stepmom was on the deck of a cruise ship in a white sundress holding a cocktail with a tiny umbrella. My dad was beside her in new sunglasses and a Hawaiian shirt I'd never seen. The caption said, living our best life, 20 years and still going strong. I scrolled through 14 photos. Formal dining with lobster tails, couples massage, sunset excursion on some island, professional cruise photographer shots. She posted them publicly because she wanted everyone to see. I showed my husband and watched his jaw clench the way it does when he's furious but staying calm. He pulled up his banking app. $5,000 sent on a Thursday. Cruise photos started the following Monday. They used our anniversary money for their vacation. The money we sent so they wouldn't lose their home paid for lobster and cocktails while we ate leftover pasta on what should have been our trip. I called my dad twice. Nothing. I texted asking about the cruise. 6 hours later, he replied, that was a gift from your stepmom's friend. Nothing to do with the money you sent. I asked which friend. He stopped replying. My stepmom blocked me the next day after I commented on a cruise photo asking how they afforded it. My husband sat me down and said we needed to handle this properly, not with anger, with precision. We spent a week collecting everything. The text where my dad begged for rent money, the wire transfer receipt, screenshots of every cruise photo with timestamps, a Facebook post my stepmom made 3 days before boarding that said, sometimes God provides when you least expect it, with a praying emoji. We printed everything and put it in a folder. Then we waited. Thanksgiving was 3 weeks away and my dad always hosted the whole family. Aunts, uncles, cousins, everyone. He called like nothing happened saying he couldn't wait to see us. We said we'd be there. Thanksgiving Day. We walked in with a pie and the folder. Dinner was normal until my uncle asked how our anniversary trip went. The table went quiet. We didn't go, I said. We canceled it to send dad $5,000 because he said they were getting evicted. My stepmom's fork stopped, but they weren't getting evicted, my husband continued, opening the folder. He laid the cruise photos on the table, then the wire transfer, then the text messages. My aunt picked up each photo, her expression shifting as she passed them down. My uncle read the texts out loud. The room was dead silent except for his voice reading my dad begging for rent money 4 days before boarding a cruise. My dad tried. That money went to rent. The cruise was separate. My husband pulled out the last page. The bank transaction report showing $5,000 hitting my dad's account Thursday and a cruise booking from the same account Friday. Same account, same money, 1 day apart. My stepmom stood and left the room. My dad sat with nothing left to say. We picked up the folder, took our pie back, and drove home. He's called 9 times since Thanksgiving. I haven't answered once.